So Hollow Dark Lotus needs some help on what's next. And if we have time, he also needs help on his money percent. So let's take a quick look here. And as always, let's start at the players. So we're looking at 397, Blood Berserker 403, 373, 408, 376 V-Man, 379 ES, Hunter at 371, 302 with the Blood Berserker, 341 with the other ES, and then a 298. So far, so good. Let's take a look at his quick statues here, see where he's at. Off right at the get-go. Statue farming. You're at that point now where you could start statue farming. You want to start statue farming. Obviously, that's going to be with DK. DK statue farming. Going to be a big one, absolutely. Because you can get huge upgrades, like even from base damage is going to be massive. Your crit chance needs to go up. You can even get huge damage percent down here. Not to mention food effect, which is also super goated, especially with the new V-Man buff that also buffs statues by over 100%. Absolutely. Let's take a quick look at your equipment. Magma. Troll, magma. Oh yeah, you're definitely ready for that. So if you guys don't know, Divine Knight is the best statue farmer because of his orb ability. His orb ability gives you quantity because it's considered fake drop rate over real drop rate. So instead of it giving you quality, it gives you quantity. So you will end up dropping way more statues than you will anything else. So how's your post office looking? This is another huge one. This will also help with your statue farming as well. Start working on maxing your post office. That's going to be a huge one for you to accomplish. Because you're at that point now where you can farm with the Divine Knight. Not only will that help you with statue farming, that'll also help you farming silver pens. Because the go-to is Divine Knight is for rare drop materials. So that's everything in the rare bags. ES is for like base materials. So we're considered like sticks, base material, and Woodula circles would be ES. So you're gonna be definitely doing a lot of DK farming coming up here. Let's take a look at your stamps. You're about 7,100 stamps. That's not bad. Actually looking pretty good. Okay, you got your main ones. You got your first million follower. So honestly, stamp farming, wouldn't necessarily say that that's your go-to at the moment. 0.4 post office. It could be simply from the, if I'm taking a guess, he's probably done Rift. If I would have to just take a guess, he probably has the Rift bonus. Yeah, he does right there. He has the, yeah. Wait, that is wrong, by the way. Vial Mastery right here. So Vial Mastery was probably skewed up his post box a little bit because you get a decimal point because you get bonus per, and then one of the vials is actually post office boxes. So since the bonus affects the post office box as well, that's where you get those decimal points from. Let's take a quick look at your alchemy here. So you are starting to farm atoms. Okay, that's good. So I would say, since you're at this point at the moment right now, I would say considering working on getting your skilling bubbles 85%. So you can start getting big prints. Skilling bubbles 85%. And the big ones that I'm talking about are fishing, mining, and catching. Or not catching, sorry. Logging, chopping, whatever. Those are going to be your big ones to start off. You know, we have that spreadsheet in the Discord that you can take a look at. Your FMJ Shacklersy is perfectly fine from where you're at. Big Meat Class Quick Slap is definitely something going to get sooner or later. If you really want to as well, you could start your grind time farm. Grind time farm, if you can, I would say getting it to 5K. Getting grind time to 5K would be huge for you. Absolutely massive. But so far, as I see here, your alchemy bubbles are looking fantastic. You're seeing to keep on them. So you're definitely ready for the 85%. Take a look at your vials here. Yeah, there you go. This is where his post office seems a little skewed. So you're currently working on 13 vials. I mean, you're eventually going to start your mob print vials. The biggest thing I want to look at is your 3D printer. So let's see here. You have about a baseline of 109, 82 mil, 81 mil, 25 mil. Okay. So this definitely makes sense to me. So what I did and what I would suggest you to do is you have currently library checkout of 42. So what I would suggest is take the time, use your 20 books when you're doing Kilroy. Kilroy, spend skulls on books to get all skilling skills to 245. Start off with ES shopping. This will give you the biggest bang for your buck early. And then you can start doing massive prints. So if you end up getting the 85% and then you get your ES to 245, you're going to guarantee see 400 million. We should probably make sure that he does. I would assume that he does have Eldritch Fury. Of course, he has Eldritch Fury. I mean, that's the first go-to that you always farm. 110%. That's the place that you want. And if you check out on my Crystal Spawn guide, I have all the best places to farm statues with the Divine Knight. So if you're looking for a specific statue farm, that's where you want to go look. And I'll have that, and it's all at the end of the video. Just make your guys a little bit life easier where I explain them all. How's your cooking looking? Your cooking is looking pretty broken right now. I see you got the huge buff from the V-Man. So, I mean, that looks good to me. How good is your V-Man at the moment? What are we looking at? Bone marrow is at 235. You want to get that 245 ASAP. You also want to get your statues upgraded as well. And Void Trial rerun. So you need some V-Man help. V-Man talents need to be 245 on Void Trail rerun. Void radius. You also want to do statification, or however you spell it, whatever. Epoch is fine. Epoch's already there, and for sure, blood marrow. That will be huge for your increase for your stats. Absolutely massive. You only have +9, but once you get that grind time up, you'll be actually looking pretty good. How's your chips looking? At least you got Choco chips. That's at least you have a Choco chips. The next thing I want to check is your equipment. Okay, so you're working on that. I want you to work on finish getting everyone Dreadleo. Finish everyone getting Dreadleo tools. And then tier 4 splicers is going to be a big one. Tier 4 splicers. Yeah, the clams are a farm, dude. Got to get on those clams. They'll be good for building up your what is it called? Peninsula statue, which is money percent. So I mean, that's helping your money percent right there, my dude. So I see that you're splitting up all your golden food. Nice. You love to see that. You are going to have to start your golden food farm, specifically World 5, just to get the sailing AFK gains and all stat percent. Let's take a quick look at his death note. How's your trapping looking as well? Your trapping's looking great. You love to see the trapping. Trapping's going hard in the paint. Man, trapping's so busted nowadays. So gross. How's your salts are looking pretty good. You got rank 4. Okay, and you love to see that. Okay, we already took a look at 3D printer. Let's take a quick look at death note here. What's your kills? So you have 1.4 billion. So for you, if you need help increasing your money percent, Gmush kills. Gmush kills is massive. Gmush kills is the biggest money percent multiplier in the game. So you have about 1.4 billion. You're going to want to increase that. I would say at least, if you can, at least 10 bill. At least. But I mean, how's your shrines looking? They're all looking great. Buildings. You're juicing up in your towers. You love to see that. That's fantastic. Oh! Hard farm Crescent Shrine. 100% hard farm Crescent Shrine. You want to get that crystal spawn chance up way higher, dude. 100%. You should have been upgrading that a long time ago. And how's your bags? Carry capacity. All seems pretty normal. It's fine. It all seems pretty good. And how are your obols? So you got, okay, 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 okay. So you have a choice here. You have a choice of what you want to do. You can either go main stat obols for non-actives. And for your actives, remove swords and get pop opals. Pop opals and dice opals. And that will give you tons of extra. I'm just starting main stats. Perfect. This will give you not only a bunch of damage, it'll also help you out. So let's start off with this, Hollow. So here's what I want you to do. I took a quick look over your account. I already give you, I can easily already give you like 2 weeks worth of work. So here's what I want you to do, just to recap. Statue farming with DK Statue Farm. This will also give you silver pens when you're doing your statue farming. So max post office, 100%. Starting to get your skilling bubbles to 85%, which is fishing, mining, and logging. For sure, start with logging first. Logging will give you the earliest amount of 3D printer. Grind time farm, eventually getting a 5K. This is going to be super helpful for you and your Bubo to make sure that you can level up all your characters to help with family bonuses, help with more obol slots, etc., etc. When you're doing Kilroy, you want to make sure to spend all your skulls on books so you can make sure that you can get 245 on all of your skilling bubbles. This actually gives you, or not skilling bubbles, your skilling talents. This will give you so much extra efficiency, especially the first tab. The main one is over like 1,000% efficiency. So, and definitely start off with Elemental Sorcerer because he can get the highest prints in the game due to running 2 gods. You need to work on your VMAD talents. You need to get 245 on Void Trail Rerun, Void Radius, Statification, and Blood Marrow. You need to finish getting everyone to Dreadleo tools. T4 Splicer. You want to start your gold food farm in World 5 for sailing AFK gains and all stat percent just to help out, finish off with damage, skilling, and also not to mention, it will also help out beautifully to get the rest of your Eldritch done. You need more Gmush kills to help out with your money percent farm. I would suggest try getting to 10 bill if you can. That's a good starting point. I believe 10 bill is around 46 to 50k percent money farm. You want to start hard farming your Crescent Shrine in construction because it's only level 34. You need to get that way higher. And main stat for obols and for non-actives. Main stat for obols for non-actives, and for actives, remove the sword obols and get pop obols and dice obols. That's what I would suggest, and that's what I want you to work on.